come out and knock the door down.
Inaudible is.
When doing the close target recce of the stronghold, you're going to be looking at the doors you're going to make entry through. You're going to look at them to see how strong they are. From that you will decide which tool you're going to use for that specific door. In this case, we're going to use the hooligan bar. Like. When you're inside the building, next to the stronghold, you've made your covert entry, you're about to go noisy, you've got to get in there quick. To enable us to do that, we're going to use the dynamic hammer. As you can see, that's quite effective. When entering the stronghold, you may come across a stronger door. For instance, an industrial fire door. For that, you use the Remington 870 Magnum shotgun with the Hatton round. The Hatton round fires a solid plastic slug. You use that into the hinges, 1, 2, and finally into the lock, 3. Push the door over and you're inside.
Blowing a door off its hinges is just one example of explosive MOE techniques that encompass the SAS blueprint of speed, aggression and surprise. A special device called a frame charge is used for blowing holes in a wall. Plastic explosive is positioned on a purpose-built board and is designed to force the explosion forward through the wall. They're blowing out windows. The effectiveness of this technique was illustrated in the Iranian embassy assault, where Mac was watched by millions as he blew out the window on the embassy.
Okay, let's have a look at the equipment. We have a full body harness. We use a full body harness because it keeps us nice and erect when we're coming down the face of the building. Attached to the body harness, a carabiner and a pretzel. Always a lock gate carabiner, so it's nice and secure, firm and safe. The pretzel is used to enable us to operate hands-free. It also allows us to stop at any time, take both hands off the pretzel, and allows us to move both hands, whether we want to put explosives on to gain entry, or whether we want to draw our weapon to engage any terrorists that we see inside the building. Quick demonstration, please, John. Hands off, perfectly static. Pull your weapon out. You can draw his sidearm or you can draw his MP5 if required. Holster your weapon. Okay, Alt C at the bottom.
In any scenario, the squadron will plan to attack the building in a number of ways. Multiple teams will aim to assault the building from all directions. Sometimes aerial deployment is just not practical. And where a large area of open ground needs to be covered quickly, the SAS may employ certain methods that may appear somewhat unorthodox.
Oh, wait. In position, in position. Stand by, go. When I enter a room in counter-terrorism, the first thing that I am looking for when I enter is my main area of threat, which is this guy here. I'm immediately going to take him out. But I must allow space behind me to allow Johnny access into the room. Once you're in the room, it's important, when you've adopted that position, you stay there, stand there still. You can't start running around the room, because what will happen is you will end up crossing into his line of fire. At that same time, Pete will come into the room, or pass me into the room, and he will be looking to make sure that none of us is taken out, in other words, shot, or if we have a stoppage. As this is going on, John Mack is in the corridor. We've got to have a man in the corridor at all times looking down there to ensure that everything works cohesively.
An SAS counter-terrorist team trains ceaselessly to perfect the room clearance routine. They must be able to burst into a room and identify and eliminate any threat in just a matter of seconds. When a team bursts into a room, it needs to build on the element of surprise and prevent the terrorist from reacting. An essential tool in accomplishing this task is the flashbang, also known as the stun grenade. This is a key component of the anti-terrorist armoury and was originally devised by the SAS. Its main purpose is to disorientate the terrorist by letting off a deafening bang and a blinding flash of light. No matter how prepared you are, this device will incapacitate anyone who happens to be in close proximity. A flashbang can produce up to 160 decibels of sound. That's the equivalent of standing next to a jet engine. In the interim, the team have found some local buildings with similar layouts to the target. They have now been converted into a makeshift killing house to practice assault maneuvers. The teams have performed these drills hundreds of times before, but when it comes to counter-terrorism, there's no room for complacency.
Stand by. Stand by. No!
Their lives is... So finally, control has been handed over to our team. The mission is on.
When authority is passed over to the situation, and when you actually get ready, kitted up to go, there's a slight feeling of apprehension, obviously, but that is overcome mainly by the adrenaline rushing through the body and the exhilaration to go in there and put your life on the line and face the enemy.
After days of planning and years of training, a successful assault can be over in just a matter of minutes. But this belies the extraordinary skill, training, and behind-the-scenes coordination that makes it all happen. In the moments before an assault, the colossal amount of training that is the backbone of the counter-terrorist team takes over to produce an awesome assault force that is always one step ahead.
Stations, this is Zero. We have control.
Stand by.
Stand by. Go!
Hands there.